Morning everyone! I'm Ree from mummyoffour.com and I help busy mums make their lives easier with parenting tips, tricks, hacks and advice. Now today we're going to talk about my personal changing bag essentials. Now I know I've talked about this before, but I think it's really important to do an updated version because I've discovered some really great new things that I use since I made that video, things that I think would be really helpful for you. So do you want to sit down in your high chair next to Mummy so that you can help from over there? If you don't know this little one, this is Zara. Zara, are you going to say hello to everybody? You're not going to say hello to anybody. You want to see what's in the bag? Shall we show everyone the bag and see what we've got in it? Right, this is my changing bag. Mummy's bag, I know. This is my big bag that I take when I've got at least 2 of the children with me. So this is a pink lining twins bag. I've got other bags I use at different times, but I've just got Zara with me. And you've lost Diggle Piggle, have you? Well, don't worry about that. Right, well let's start with what I've got in here then, shall we? Yeah. Right, when we're out and about, and I would put Zara in a high chair that is not our own, I'm always a bit concerned about the cleanliness of it. So I have got a little bottle, I don't know if you can see that, of pre-mixed Zoflora. So it's just a tiny amount. So it's 1 capful in like my big bottle. And then that mix I can spray any surface and wipe it down, just to kind of disinfect whatever she's eating off. Then we have an easy mat. Do you want one of these? Yeah. Yeah. This is my easy mat. I'm sure I've talked about these before. This is my easy mat, which you can put food in to take out and about with you. Okay, in the bag. You want it from the bag, do you? And this has got suction cups underneath and it sticks down onto anything other than untreated wood surfaces. So, Zara, we're going to stick this on here, yeah? We'll stick it down and show everybody. Stick it down. And I'm going to pick you up and show everyone, okay? I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there we go. You're smiling to everybody. Right, so that sticks onto the high chair and I put her food in that. So even if we're buying food because we're eating out in a restaurant or something, I tend to keep it on the main plate and decant it onto there once it's cut up. Right, the next thing I'm going to show you are these snack boxes that I've got. Now, I think I picked these up in the pound shop. If you want any more food than that, you're going to need a bib. And a banana. Well, if you want a banana, you have to have a bib. Right. Okay, we'll come back to these then once Zara's got her bib on. Now, these are the new bibs that I have discovered for Zara, and they have been a game changer. Because I've always used long sleeve, long bibs. You're going to put the banana in the bowl? Yes? If I don't acknowledge what she says, she just keeps saying it over and over. Anyway, this, which came out of that little pouch that I pulled it out of, is called a Bibado. And I've always, like I said, I've always liked a long sleeve bib because, you know, I buy them nice clothes. I like buying them nice clothes. I like them to stay nice because a lot of the things are so stainy, you know, anything with a tomato-based sauce just ruins clothes. It just doesn't come out in the wash. So this, I'm going to put it on her now and show you. This not only has like the long sleeve and the long bit, but it's got this kind of strap underneath which attaches round the high chair. So if I just attach this onto Zara, Zara, put your arms in here, darling. Put your bib on, and then I will show you. Let me just pick it up and show everyone. Right. So if you can see now, Zara has got the gap between the bib covers here, and then underneath it straps on. I don't suggest you do this at home where you fly your child around the kitchen. No, sit down, is it? There we go. But basically, it covers the gap. That one banana. That one mini cheddar. Right. Basically, it covers the gap between the baby and the high chair. So, and a banana. You just want a whole meal. Okay, fine. One day I'll be allowed to actually speak to everybody. There we go. So, basically, it covers the gap between the baby and the high chair, and all the food just gets caught in there. Thank you, darling. Rather than going in their laps. Because bananas especially, I don't know if you find this, let me know in the comments. Bananas especially, if they drop down and they end up sitting in them, you're only going to be sitting there for 20 minutes having a meal or something. By the time you pick them out, the banana's gone all black and stainy and gummy, and it's all in there tonight. Did you just bite your own tongue? Oh, sweetheart. Did you do it? You've got an arrow in your mouth. Do you want to put it back on? Right, she's not that bad. She wants to put it back on and keep eating. We've got the snack boxes, pound shop. We've got the Easy Mat, which is attached to the high chair. I have actually got this other one, which is amazing. This is an Easy Mat Perfect Fit. This does not go in my changing bag, but that actually fits the shape of the IKEA high chair, so that's really cool. That's just to show you that because that's lying around there. So we've got that. We've got the Zoflora spray for cleaning the high chair, and then we've got the super duper Bibado, which goes in. This is the other colour they do them in, and they are super. Honestly, I wouldn't be without these now. See how cool is that? Ta-da! Right. Next, drinks. So I always have drinks. As you can see, I have this kind of drink, which I only ever put water in these. We take them straight out the dishwasher, fill them up with tap water, and put them into the fridge so the children can grab them whenever they want a drink. So then we can just grab these and chuck them in the bag straight away. We know they're nice and cold, but I wouldn't recommend putting anything other than water in these because by all accounts, if you're putting anything even kind of that's got even natural sugars in it, and it's sort of this teat whooshes everything past their teeth, so it's like quite bad for their teeth. So water only in those. You're waving everyone now, yeah? You want to drink Bella's drink. She likes that drink. She thinks it belongs to her sister. The other cups I've always used for Zara are these, which again, they go in the dishwasher, they're easy peasy. They come at you on that one too. Those are really great from when they are, you know, from 6 months. These are the ones I've always used. We've got loads of them. They come straight out the dishwasher, fill them with water, boom, straight in the fridge. I've been using these. Now these, I haven't got a filled up one. I've just got these that I just arrived from Amazon. Do you want to hold that one? Yeah. These are the 360 Munchkin cups. I really like these because they don't spill. So you can fill them up with water. I'll show you. There we go. So these are the Munchkin cups. They have got like, I don't know if you can see that, like valves on them. So that's the cup. It's coming with this bit. It's all dishwasher safe on the top rack. Do you want Mummy to open that one? Yeah. Right, okay. These are not clean. I've just taken these out of the packets. You can't really drink from these, but I can show how they don't spill. Right, okay. So if I just fill that up with water. If I fill that up with water, just to show everybody that it doesn't drip. Now this, you put the lid on and it only comes out if you physically suck from it. So it doesn't, as you can see, it doesn't spill at all. The only downside with these is if the children throw them and they hit the floor, they tend to spurt everywhere. Yeah, you've got water too, yeah. So while this is quite good because she likes these other kinds because you can pour them in things. So she was like pouring them into toy kettles and stuff, which is a bit of a nightmare. So she can't pour from these, but if you chuck them on the floor, they do explode. So they've all got these are the 3 different types of cups. I've always got at least one of these with me, if not more, one for each child. So those would be my cup recommendations. Let's see what else we've got in the bag of tricks, the Mary Poppins bag of tricks. Right, medical kit. In here, I have got, little sachets. Now it's really important to keep these separate because they do leak. I've got little sachets of Calpol and Brisbane and a little plastic spoon to administer them. But I would definitely avoid putting these into your bag unless they're within a separate bag, because the number of times these have leaked and gunked everywhere, I can't even tell you. I've got a little pair of nail scissors for emergencies. We've got plasters with Peppa Pig on them because we all know that Peppa Pig makes everything better. It does my children know. Painkillers for Mummy. We've got teething gel, which I don't really use much anymore, but just in case. And again, I'd recommend putting that within another bag because as you can, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a bit kind of wonky. But at least it hasn't spread all over the rest of my bag because it's within a separate bag. We've got bubbles because when the children are a bit antsy, look, sorry, bubbles. Seriously, I cannot tell you how many times bubbles have saved my bacon, because if they're really cranky or they've hurt themselves, they're just generally distracting, bubbles are magic. So these are actually fairy wish bubbles, and I just refill them with my bubble mixture. I've also got, which is probably overkill now, I've still got sun cream in here from the summer, which at the moment, if you are watching this on some form of replay, it is November and blinking freezing and wet. So I don't need this at the moment, but certain times of the year it is really important to carry that around with you. And then the last thing I've got, which I've discovered recently after I had boots that rubbed the Jesus off me, are these blister plasters. So if you are out walking a lot, especially if you're going on like a really long day out and you're wearing shoes that you're not quite sure about, these blister plasters for me and the children are amazing. Love them. So that's my kind of little medical kit. And again, I've got all my stuff is in like little separator bags. These were actually little princess bags. I think these were from the pound shop as well, and they came with like hair elastics and stuff in them. And I bought loads of them because they're really good for separating off different things. If the children are actually actively ill, if that's the thing, as opposed to, you know, carrying things around just in case. If I know they're ill and I've got to go out, I take this one with me, which has got full-size bottles of medicine in it and syringes, like so. I never throw these away. Keep every single syringe because when they're ill, you need loads of them. Yeah, so when I know they're ill and I've still got to go somewhere, I have that with me in the bag. And again, it's in one of these princess like containers from the pound shop. Because if it was to leak or something, I know, princesses, which all princesses are on, aren't they? If these were to leak, at least they wouldn't destroy the rest of my bag. So everything in separate bags. The other reason it's really good to have everything in separate bags is if you are transferring things from one bag to another bag, you can quickly just grab the bits you need, move it around, easy peasy. Next thing I've got, obviously nappies, shed loads of nappies. You may or may not know, I had just a bit of a cloth nappy freak, just because they're so pretty. And they're really nice for baby skin. I've done loads of videos and posts and all sorts of things about cloth nappies, why I think they're awesome and what you should do with them if it's something you want to look into. In my last video, I mentioned that I would carry not just the like eating bibs, but Zara used to use dribble bibs, mainly because they were all super stickers. And in my last video, I also had muslin. So when Bib, that's right. So Zara's kind of beyond the sicking everywhere phase now, although she did vomit on me numerous times a day until well beyond her first birthday. Apparently not all babies sick. Tell me, let me know in the comments. Is your baby a super sicker or sick sort of never? Because mine were all sick all the time, constantly, and I had sick in my hair for at least 12 months with each baby. Anyway, I digress. Back to what I was saying. I used to carry around dribble bibs for Zara just to sort of try and protect the worst of her clothing and muslin cloths everywhere. I don't now because we don't need them, but Bibado, who make these super things, have sent me one of these to have a look at, which is brand new. It's not something we need anymore, but it looks really kind of cool because it's got, just take it off and show you. Basically, it's like a bandana bib like I used to use. But then when you want to wipe snot and gunk off them, it's got the kind of, it's got this absorbent section in the middle, so you can open it up and wipe the snot and gunk and then put it back down and they still look reasonably clean. Isn't that clever? So yeah, I used to carry around bandana bibs. If you've got a child of, I guess, under 1, you're still going to need your bandana bibs in your changing bag. Next thing, again, it's in a separate pouch, a separate pocket thing. This one came with the changing bag, I believe, with my pink lining bag. And this is spare clothing. So clean spare clothing will not stay clean in your bag if you just bung it in your bag. It will be all disgusting and dog-eared and covered with child gunk. So keep your nice clean clothing, if you want it to stay clean, in a little separate pouch. Again, it's super easy to just swap it around from bag to bag if you've got a big selection of these pouches. So in here, I've got a spare dress for Bella, spare dress for Zara. Bella doesn't have accidents much anymore, but sometimes she will, you know, get soaking wet or something and have a bit of a hissy fit. A bit of a meltdown. And Zara will still, you know, sometimes get herself in some proper states, and it's the time you do not need the house. Yeah, but these are clean clothes. We don't want to touch them with gunky hands, do we? They're Zara's spare clothes, and they live in the changing bag, don't they? A really good idea for the changing bag actually is, you know, when you're given spare clothes by people, and it's things that are perhaps a bit big, they're not quite ready for them yet. If you're not the kind of mum that you know is going to have to change your child's full outfit head to toe every time, and you know you get to that stage where they're reasonably clean most of the time. Put the next size of clothing in your changing stuff. Worst case scenario, it's a bit big while you're out, but at least they're not, you're not getting to it, opening it up and going, oh, it's too small for them. So keep on top of making sure that this stuff is too big or fitting at the very least before you leave the house. But it also avoids having to sort of keep their nice clothes they could be wearing in the bag and forgetting about them. My next little recommendation is, ta-da, reins. Now these can be used obviously for the traditional walking around, keeping your toddler on the reins. But the main thing I use these for is I use these clamp attachments and I hook them round a high chair, round the kind of base of a high chair, you know, especially those wooden high chairs you get in pubs and things. I hook these round the legs and I attach Zara into the high chair with that because those little lap straps are not doing anything for my climber baby and she can get out. And quite frankly, it's quite dangerous if she's standing trying to land on her head. That one, yes. Two. Clever girl, you've got two, that's right. So yeah, taking reins with you can be super helpful for not only if they want to walk around, but if you actually want to secure them in the high chair safely so you like to eat your food. Helpful. So next thing I've got in here, I've got my flashcards, which again are in these. These are a set of cosmetic bags I bought from eBay, which are great. I bought millions of these. And these are also what I use to sort of put the girls' accessories and things for their clothing on hangers when I organise their clothes in the mornings. And these are just a set of flashcards which I've hole punched and put on a carabiner so they can take them off and play with them. These are really handy if you're sitting in the car waiting for something, or you're sitting in a restaurant waiting for your food. It's sort of a fun way to play games with them, help them, you know, with their basic reading or letter recognition, or colours or anything that you're sort of working on at the time with your child. If you've got age-appropriate cards, why not love flashcards? They think they're toys. You don't even know you're learning, do you? No, exactly. Right, what else have we got in here? An important one. This is my mummy's little like charger pack kit. In here I have got a little for your ear. You have got an ear, that's right. Sorry, Tanya, she's got an ear. Mummy's also got an ear, that's right. This is like a portable charger thing which you plug a USB into, and then I've got USB charging cables and headphones in that. Mummy does have an ear, that's right. Anyway, I got in the habit of carrying these around when I was in that hospital a lot when I was pregnant and sick of running out of phone charge. That's right, sweetheart. Can Mummy finish talking? Yeah. You're very good girl. Right, I highly recommend if you're going to be out and about for any length of time, popping one of those, and especially if you're taking those pictures on your phone and things, because the batteries run out so quickly. Okay, what else have I got in here? And we're getting to the bottom. Oh, we've got a toy Bing, look. He's on in your hand. Mummy found Bing in the bag. Do you want Bing? Yeah. Got packs of tissues. They would be an essential. They're on my list. Hand sanitizer, another one, especially if you're having to do bum changes on the go. On the topic of bum changes, I've got my bum changing kit. So along with the nappies, I've also got a changing mat, because changing tables out and about are a bit unhygienic and disgusting, so I always put one of those down first. That's the other thing, you can, if you're carrying a muslin around, you use a muslin for as like a changing table cover. And then in here I have got wet bags, which are brilliant if you've got cloth nappies, but also really handy after a meal. You can put gunky bibs and spoons and anything quite disgusting and gross that they've skanked up in there, and then just take them home and wash them just to protect the inside of your changing bag. Yes, Bing's going to eat his. Zara would like you to know that Bing is also eating his food. Yes, Bing is eating his food. No, yes. So these are also really handy when your child has thrown up all their clothes and you need to put all their dirty clothes in them. Just anything gunky and disgusting goes in here, zips it up, saves the inside of your bag, and you can take it all home and deal with it then. I have got wipes. I've not actually bought like normal baby wipes since 2013, beginning of 2013, because I'm obsessed with these. These are called cheeky wipes and I adore them. You can either take them out pre-soaked like this, and they are just so, I just find them so much more efficient than normal wipes. Or you can take them out dry and spray them with, this is water, not to be confused with Zoflora, hence why they're labelled. So that's Zoflora, not for the baby's bum, that's the high chair. This is water, which is just for soaking the wipes in order to wipe up and clean your baby. If you want to know more about cheeky wipes, cloth wipes, I've got a discount code and I've got a full post explaining what you do with them, why they're so freaking awesome. I will link to that. If you need that information, just drop me a message if you can't find it on the blog and I will send you a link. Let's see, what else have I got? I have got some diaper base cream for when the girls are getting kind of a bit eczema. Sarah's getting it there, Bella's getting a bit there. Yes, that's right. It's Bella's thing, is it? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Bella's thing, apparently. I've got yet more hand sanitizer. Because never have enough of that. And then I have also got my favourite bum cream, which is called CJ's, and it is amazing. It's like, it turns to like an amazing smelling, like an oil. It's safe to use with cloth nappies, and it's sort of got all these moisture users. You do have eyes. This is my absolute favourite bum cream. It's quite hard to get hold of in the UK, and it's quite expensive, but it's amazing. Uh-oh face. What's the uh-oh with your face? What happened to your face? I know. Right, I think we've nearly got to the bottom of Mummy's Mary Poppins bag. Oh no, Mummy's stuff in the front. Right, in the front of the bag, I've got some stuff for me that I actually, I've got a tangle teaser. This is super quick and easy for brushing the girls' hair. It doesn't make them cry when I brush their hair. This is why I love this brush. So we've got one of those. We've got a pen, absolutely essential, and a little notepad, good for writing down any bits and pieces you need to remember out on the go, or writing notes, things like, the parking meter isn't working, please don't book me, that kind of thing. And then, just, you know, bits of like hair elastics and things for the girls. I also have in here, oh, I've already taken it out in this big pile of stuff, have I? I have got like a mini makeup kit. Where have I put it? I've already pulled it out somewhere. I've got two versions of this. I've got my big makeup kit, which is like, I haven't had time to put on any makeup, and I'm going to bung it all in the nappy bag and do it in the cart. So that's my Miracle makeup bag. And these are available in the shop on my blog, so you can head over to there. Alternatively, I've got a much smaller version, which is one of these hand shop bags for literally the basic, you know, lip gloss, things like that. Oh, Mummy has some drink. Thank you. Thank you so much. Mummy, have a drink. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so this is just got the basics in them, but again, I don't even like putting like hand creams or lip glosses or anything straight into the bag, because no, my luck, it will leak everywhere and ruin my bag and all the stuff in it, which is just more hassle, isn't it? But yeah, that's all the stuff I carry around with me, and every single one of those items, I can probably tell you a story about why I carry it around, because I had some sort of disaster where I went out without said item, and it was a nightmare. So over the course of my 4 children, they're the kind of items I found super helpful to have with me. So I hope that's helpful to you. You're hugging Ben, are you? Oh, good. I hope that has been helpful to you. I hope that that's given you some ideas of some bits that will take you out. Your idea, yes. It's giving you ideas of some bits that you might want to pack in your changing bag. Let me know in the comments if there are any bits that I've missed out that I should be taking with me that I do not currently take with me, because your idea, yes, you're very gorgeous. If there's anything that I've missed out, I'm always all ears to hear about new things, all about making my life easier, making everyone's life easier, as you know. So do let me know in the comments if there's anything I've missed. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hi. We're going to say bye-bye to everybody. Bye.